why you're not married. They care about why have you not gotten a good job, why this and why that. Like, they literally care. And if there's something they can do to hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hi, I'm glad that I'm doing this once again, and I'm happy that you're tuning in. Thank you for everyone that watched my last video, and for everyone that subscribed. You're welcome to this channel. Thank you. If this is your first time of seeing my face, I'm Chinenye Okosa, so I'm happy to have you here. Thank you once again. So hey, in this video, a whole lot has been happening in my life, and I don't know if I'm ready to talk about them, but let me talk about the things that I think I will be able to talk about. So if you're used to my channel, you know that the arrangement of this place have actually changed, meaning I moved in, or my mom and I moved into another accommodation. Like, we moved out from where we were staying previously. And so I think one major advantage is that it's not more like out of very far from the road. So the issue of cars, horn and everything, we will not get to hear that. But every new accommodation has its own advantages and disadvantages and all that. But I don't think I'm in the place to talk about that, right? But then there's something I learned. There's something I posted on my status, on my WhatsApp status, and it's that the things that I learned to cope with during my time as a copper, as when I was serving National Youth Service Corps Nigeria. So the things that I learned to cope with during my time as a copper, the things that actually made me cry, when I went to a state that was far from my place, where I went to a place where the weather was so hot, the things I've learned to cope with, or I learned during that period, have actually helped me in this season of my life. And I did not get that. Like, I did not get why, literally I was wondering during that period, why would God allow me to pass through the things I needed to pass through. Like, I was told to join parade. I did parade. My platoon came out as the first position. So, and like, before I went, my students always tell me people that joined in parade that made it to the last of parade and actually feature at the last day, that most times they post them to to the state capital, and that was not my case. But I don't want to talk about my NYC story. That will be another day. But I have learned that every experience God takes you through, every season of your life, is for another season, another season, and another season. I don't know how to explain that, but I would even know that someday those experiences would be beneficial to me. So most times I would talk to my brother and I'd be like, the last time I experienced something like this was my NYC, which is like a long time ago. I cannot believe that those experiences are beneficial to me, because I'm like, if I'm able to survive those in that period, I can survive them now. Like, yeah, that is just that for the accommodation. But like, life updates, I've moved from where I was staying before, and it means that I can actually film at any time of the day if there's availability of lights, availability of my gadgets, availability of God's grace and what to say, so I can actually like film at any point in time. But but they're saying other things, but that part that I'm no longer seeing on the road, and whether with mic or anything, you get sounds in the background, like that part is done and done with. Oh, glory to God. That part is done and done with. So yes, that's for that. But yeah, I've moved, so you're going to be seeing different setups, and maybe I'm hoping to maintain this. I just came here and I felt this particular setup would be great. That's when I have lights, but I pray that God will always grant me the grace to always have lights. So this particular setup would be great, but if I actually decide to tweak it to change the setup, it's still fine. But yeah, I feel this is actually like great. I feel this is what I'll be using, but by God's grace we could always like try to do better. It's just a prep of, okay, this is life update. I've moved and it came with a lot of challenges, and but I'm able to say that what I've been through, 2013, 2014 have helped me. Okay, even if I got that English, but it has helped me, and I'm grateful to God for that. Yeah, that is the first thing that I wanted to talk about. Okay, so the main thing that I literally want to talk about in this video is that people should learn to be kind with their words. My video for today, it's God actually teaching me that in this year 2023 and moving forward, the words that you speak are, God said that words are life. Our words are life. And there's a lot of Bible passages that talked about bringing our tongue. We sometimes, or human beings sometimes, or I sometimes just say things. We say things to ourselves and even to other people, and we do not understand the impact that those things make. We just feel that, oh, we've just spoken, oh, so it's okay, I'm trying to say my mind, or I'm just trying to be blunt, or I'm just, I just want to say something, I don't know, or you just feel that, this thing needs to be said, that let me just be the one saying it. But sometimes I'm like, why are you the one that has to be the reason why another person will be down? Why do you have to be the one why another person would feel demeaned, feel so down and so heartbroken? Why would it be the reason why another woman, or another young person, another human being would actually feel down and lose their confidence and actually feel pained? Why? Why would you be that person? Okay, now taking me back to a video that I watched, Ask Uche, check her video out. How, I don't know if it's the last video, but one of her recent videos, she invited her friend over, and we are doing more like ask us a question and we'll give you the answer. So one of the questions that they asked was, one of your most embarrassing moments. And her friend was talking about this name that they called her in school, and she spoke about it and how it made her feel. It was quite negative, not so good. And there's a comment that I got. She was like, the impact those words had on her, that years after she could remember them. You get? But I know that the students, her classmates, or the students, or her friends, whoever that use those words on her, feel like, we are in school, we are just vibing, we are just, it doesn't matter. You get? But she was saying that to imagine the effects, maybe the psychological effect or whatever it had on her, that years after she could look back and say, I wasn't comfortable with this, and these people were calling me, with these names they were calling me, or with this thing they were saying about me. For her to like years after look back and like, I wasn't cool with this thing. You get? Like, I could feel her and I could understand that, and it actually freaks me because I was meant to like have done this video a long time ago, and God was like, I told you, people need to hear these things. People need to like literally understand that, that you just go about telling people, oh, how far they are, or how they are not doing well, or how, they are not married yet, or how they are not successful yet, or how this and how that. And you feel you are the right person to tell someone that they've not had a kid, or are you pregnant yet, or what are you and your husband waiting for, or tell a single person you're not married. Like, why are you not married? When are you getting married? Like, literally. Or tell someone like, you're I don't know how to say it. Like, if you have to give words, why don't it be words I'll be lifting? You get? Nobody's saying you should not talk to your friends or you don't say things, but let them be seasoned. Let your words be seasoned. Because if I kind of look at myself like I'm a strong person, argue with that. Argue with your mind, argue with your phone or keyboard or whatever. I feel I'm a strong person, but if the words people speak to me, I could go back in the night or later and think about it and feel hot. I can imagine how those words would be to maybe a young person or to anybody. Like the words we speak, especially when they are your friends, they are family, they are your co-workers, they are your classmates, they are people that are close to you. Like these words are very strong. Imagine if the words you speak to yourself, it's very strong and can impact you positively or negatively. Imagine how much these words and the harm you're doing to another person's life when you're giving them negative words and they have to go back to fight those words. Like literally, if you have to give anything out in this present world, it has to be things that are kind. Like you need to be kind to people, you need to have empathy. If you're not ready to be kind, if you're not ready to have empathy towards people and their situations and what they are going through, if you just feel that you don't care, that you will say what you want to say, it does not matter, it's not your business, then get your own earth, like get your own word and stay in that word. Because literally in this point in time where people are passing through a lot of things, imagine Nigeria, then you're giving out things. I literally went to my office and conversations just when we are talking, and I was like, I'm passing through a lot of things, by myself. I'm passing through a lot of things that another person will now want to impose their own external pressure and external issues to the one that I'm like, nah. So I just feel that you just see people smile and come out, dress well, and go about their normal businesses. You don't know what they are bottling up, you don't know what they are passing through because they've not opened up to you. And the last thing you should do is be the person that would add to their own pressure, be the person that will make them go back and start thinking about their life and start thinking about the impact of the words you spoke to them. I usually stay and I'm like, what will this colleague of mine tell me this thing? And I'll be like, this is like the person is jealous, or I don't know. It's even bring thoughts to you, and you see the person tomorrow, and the person is smiling at you, like, are you not the same person that told me or spoke this word into my life that even made me to go home and think about my life? Like tomorrow you're smiling, like and I feel that innocently people just say things like they don't mean to hurt us or hurt people. They just want to talk. They just see things and just talk. But I feel before you say that, and calm down. Just take 1 minute, 2 minutes, and calm down and think very well. Like literally, this word I want to say or whatever I want to say to this person, what do I want to achieve, and what impact is it going to be to the person? And if it's something that maybe you want to correct somebody, can you do it in love? If it's something that is negative, can you do it in love? If I'm trying to say is that I know people that genuinely care, people that care in terms of like they care about why you're not married, they care about why have you not gotten a good job, why this and why that. Like they literally care, and if there's something they can do to help you in that situation, they can. But we know there are people that, let's not talk about their own parts. But then be careful with the words that you speak. Be careful with the words that you actually speak to yourself, and be more careful about the words that you speak to other people. Like if you want to cast yourself down, because our words build our future, they build the things that will come around us. So if you don't care about your life and about what comes to you, fine, but be careful or more careful about the words that you speak to other people. Like I cannot explain how much impact, how much negative impact that it makes on people. Imagine like 10 years after, 20 years after, you're remembering the words your classmates spoke to you and it hurts you. Like, don't give people reason for them to start saying, I need to forgive this person, I need to, years after, I need to forgive them, I need to forgive them. Like, don't be the reason why people are struggling to forgive, people are struggling to forgive. Don't be that person that's adding to other people's burden, other people's pressures, other people's hurts. You get, don't be the reason another person is demeaned. So guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I hope that you learned something. I hope that when you want to speak a word to another person, another friend, another colleague, another sister, another brother in church, at work, or anywhere, that you think about it and know, is this thing, like, have I seasoned it? Like, is it seasoned? Just be curious, be conscious, be aware. Don't just say things, and now go back and be like, okay, I'm sorry. Just be more aware so you don't hurt another person, especially in this season. And even after this season, just be that person that will always think twice, thrice, whatever, before speaking a word. So thank you. Thank you for watching today's video. As usual, do not forget to like, to comment, to subscribe, to press the notification bell so you'll be the next or the first to be notified when next I'll be dropping another video. So we see again. Bye. Oh God. Okay, so before I actually close this video, I know a lot of people will be wondering why it's just one hand that I'm showing. Bye.